Oh, hi. Here's something I didn't expect to say. This has got to be one of the greatest sets I have ever built. For many interesting reasons, like I said, I did not expect. Now, I got this set for one reason, for many reasons, obviously, but there's always that one thing that if it wasn't in the set, I would not have spent my hard-earned money on it. Like, I don't have enough Star Wars Lego. But what I didn't have was this brand new Taunwee minifig. So that was my primary motivation for getting this set. I wanted that Taunwee. But I am an owner, kinda. It's not intact anymore, I still got my minifigs. But I was an owner of the original iteration of this set, Obi-Wan Starfighter. I believe this has got to be the third, maybe the fourth. But I know for a fact there was two. The original one that I had, and then they made another one with the hyperspace or lightspeed ring, whatever the heck. Anyway, but I only had the first one 20 years ago. Now, if you want the quickest, easiest way to see how far Lego has come in so many ways, especially as far as building techniques, in general, and minifig design, yada yada yada. Take the original Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter from 20 years ago, released to coincide with Episode 2, and compare it to this brand new one. And you will see the extreme difference in how far Lego has come in 20 years. And I gotta say, as an AFOL who used to be a KFOL, and here I am now, even more of an avid collector than I ever was before. To see the growth and development in Lego sets in the last 20 years has been mind-blowing. And I say 20 years, but really the biggest developments has been in the last 10, and more so the last 5 years. And it's fascinating to see Lego incorporate and be inspired by and develop their sets with building techniques that they're learning from the fans. We're the ones coming up, not we, obviously, I can't do anything but follow the instructions. But those master builders out there, they use all kinds of new techniques. They come up with different ways to make the things they need to make, and then Lego goes, oh, that's pretty clever. I'm going to do this. Like, I remember 20 years ago, Lego sets were ground up. It was, boom, here's that, you build up, you build up, you build up. Take that giant original Yoda I have, for example. That just builds up, builds up. Literally, the whole instructions was one big ring. Put these pieces, then put the next level, then put the next level, and you just build from the ground up. And now to see the way it's like 3D building, where I've got things stuck to the side, I got things stuck to the bottom, I got things stuck to the top. And now I did mention in my last review of that Dumbledore's Office how much it frustrates me when you're building a Lego set, and as you're building it, it's not as intact until it's completed, so it keeps falling apart when you try to make it nice and secure. This was beautifully done to where every piece I had to put on really aggressively and securely, because I'm weird like that, none of it fell apart. Once a piece went on, it was already nice and secure. Now, I remember the original set, the wings could go up to straight and then down. And then when I finished this, I was like, oh man, this one doesn't do that. Well, of course it doesn't do that, because the ship never did that. The wings don't move. It's stationary like this, in this form. But 20 years ago, the only way Lego could do that was with those joint hinges. So you pop it in, and then you had to fold it down. But this one is using these Technic pins to where it's getting the proper angle. And it is just so sleek. It is so perfect. It's almost like George Lucas was inspired by fancy cars and hot rods. Who'd have thunk it? But it's just the comparison in the last 20 years, from the original set to this one, it just blows my mind. And this set was so much fun to build. It just incorporated so many crazy techniques. snot techniques, like this fin in the back. You're building things that are parts and then boom, slap it aside. Like, these two pieces aren't connected to each other. They're just flat, pressed up against each other thanks to all these. It's just beautiful. It's just mind-boggling to see how far Lego has come. But like I said, even in just the last 5 years. Anyway, I'll go on, but that's what I mean. Like, that's just one example. Just the way this set is built incorporates, like, every technique I can think of in such an enjoyable way. And the end result, oh my gosh, the playability with this set, the displayability of this set, there's no way to improve this set, I guess, is just the best way to put it. So you have all that. On top of it, this one is so much better and so much more detailed than the original. Sure, we all hate stickers. This had what? I believe it was 13 bloomin' stickers. And we hate stickers. I don't hate stickers because they're stickers. Like, yes, who doesn't prefer a printed piece? If it's printed, sweet, we're stoked. Look at this printed piece. But stickers aren't the end of the world. Because I love that the more stickers you have, because, yeah, you can't print everything, and sometimes it's got to be a sticker. They could do no stickers, but then this wouldn't look as cool. If they're going to use the stickers to make the model look fantastic, then by all means, give me 100 stickers. I don't care. The only reason I hate stickers, and I'm sure most people, but the main reason is because I'm such a perfectionist that when you don't get it perfect, like, that's pretty permanent. These are some high-tech stickers with pretty fancy schmancy glue. So once it's on, it's on. So it can be stressful at times. Friendly tip, though, use your Lego remover to place stickers on. You put the sticker on the tip of the Lego remover, and then you have a nice, steady thing to make it perfectly aligned, and then you bloop, kind of like paintbrushing it on. Just a little tip that I learned from somebody. Works great. And if you need a Lego remover, don't worry. All you have to do is buy one of most Lego sets. Holy guacamole. I joke with my son every single time. Oh, sweet, we got a Lego remover. There's like, everywhere I look in my entire apartment, there's 1,000 Lego removers. They should do a different color in every set. Give us something. Anyway, I digress. But yes, of course, mostly it's the big sets. But us collectors, we buy a lot of big sets. But even sets that aren't huge, like your $50 sets, are still going to come with a Lego mover. Anyway, so this is a fantastic set. Now, I will tell a little bit more about the improvement from the original, because the minifigs in this set, holy guacamole. We have our brand new Obi-Wan Kenobi that comes with the brand new hooded piece. I'm not going to use it. I'm not a huge fan of this piece. It's alright. Honestly, I think it might look better on the Jedi than it does on... Palpatine is the only other minifig that I have that piece for. And it's alright, but for this particular Obi-Wan, I didn't really want to wear... I mean, it's cool because I could use it for... I mean, look at that chair. Just the way... whoever designed this, give them a raise. Have them design some more Star Wars Lego sets, please. I'm sure, I mean, obviously they're professionals and they work for Lego stuff. This Obi-Wan, absolutely fantastic. Wonderful detail. And he's got the Episode 2 hair, but it is cool that it comes with the hood, because you could... See, that's not too bad. You could reenact that one scene when he's talking to the Jedi Council. "Ah, fall patches to the old folks' home. Oh, no, master, there seems to be no motive." You know, so that's cool, because in the rain, he's got his hood on, but I prefer him chilling inside when he's like... Because if you look closely at the face, see the eyebrow there? If you ask me, my favorite thing about this minifig, that face he's making is the... "That's why I'm here" face. Like, one of my favorite lines of his ever, especially from Episode 2. "You want to see the army we built for you? Oh, that's why I'm here." Like, he's so, like, has no idea what's going on, but is pretending like he does. I love that scene. I love that movie. Crazy, right? I love Episode 2. But I love all Star Wars because they're all Star Wars. And then, of course, he does have the other face that's got the little thingy that he wears when he's flying the ship. Plus, this is why I hate flying. And it's got green lasers. I didn't double check, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I don't even remember if he actually fired any shots from this thing, because I'm pretty sure he was just running from Jango, and Jango was shooting him. But regardless, I'm more than positive that it shoots green lasers. So the fact that it gives you green studs, come on, It's the little things like that that they don't have to pay attention to, but they did. So he's got that little headpiece. That's pretty gnarly. I like that. But I'm gonna stick with this one because, like I said, that's why I'm here, face. Oh, and there's a nice little place to keep his lightsaber on the bottom. I mean, come on, they thought of everything. I love it. So you've got your Obi-Wan. In fact, let's have some fun here. This is the brand new 2022 Episode 2 Obi-Wan Kenobi. 20 years ago, this is what we got. This is the 20-year-old Episode 2 Obi-Wan Kenobi that came with the original Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter set. He's still got his little deal there. But obviously, the two major differences being, he does not have a double face, and he's yellow. So, and I mean, look at that hair. That's like the classic girl, woman, one of the first hair pieces for them. And like, Obi-Wan's got long hair. Well, that's all we got. Now they make new molds for everything. I don't remember when a new mold was a big deal, but now it's like, dude, they do new molds in like every single set. Speaking of new molds, so like I said, I got this set primarily. My main reason was I really wanted this Tanwi. And to my surprise, this has got to be one of my favorite minifigs ever. When I started putting this together, I was on cloud nine. I was like, this is just, it's perfect. It's immaculate. This printing, oh. But the first thing I noticed, and I could be wrong, I might be crazy. I'll have to check a couple of my Harry Potter ones. But the first thing I noticed, you have this sloped, the new dress piece, if you will. Look at that printing on the back of it. Now, I don't know for sure if this is the first sloped dress piece to have printing on the back. I think it might be. I could be wrong, because some of the like Harry Potter dresses or whatnot might have like a little bit of frill at the bottom to show you that, it's the bottom of the dress. So if there's been printing on the back of one of these before, maybe it was a tiny bit, but definitely not this much. Like the detail here. Come on, look at the little Lego on the back of her neck. I love it. And just the way they perfectly got these hip pieces here. Oh, like the printing on this minifig is perfection. And then, of course, the exciting part being we have this brand new mold for the head, which, at first glance, you might assume, oh, they just made this mold to get that neck. We got that neck there. Forget the neck. The sculpting on the head is, oh my gosh. Look at that. It's so beautifully and perfectly not only molded, but printed. As far as detail and care of craftsmanship, this is one of the best minifigs ever made. Hands down. I almost want to get another set of this just to get another Tanwi. But please, make me more Kaminoans. Give me all the Kaminoans you can. Because, I love this minifig. And the other thing I have to mention, if you ask me, this is our first time getting R4, like, for real. We do have another, there was a red and white one. I don't know if it was R4. It might have been. It came with a different Obi-Wan set. But it wasn't nearly as detailed as this one. This R4, I gotta say, the big difference between this set and the original set, not only is this an updated R4 with much better printing and much more more like a bronze blood red, like a rust red, if you will. But in the original set, you plopped the head on the side wing, and that was it. This one, they put it on one of them rotating pieces so you can turn the head. That might seem like a ridiculous, like, who cares feature. But little touches like that go such a long way. Like, they didn't have to do that, but they did. And yes, his little head should move. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. Jango Fett is attacking us. That's fantastic. But on top of that, let me tell you, the original set did not come with R4. No. It came with R4's head. This is what the original Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter set came with. No body. Why? Because back then they had nowhere to put the body. So they just gave you the head to smack on the wing as if it was part of the actual ship, part of the build, but not an actual minifig. So yeah, I only have this head by itself, but that's how it came. The original R4 head, no body. So the fact that they not only updated the head, made the printing 10 times better, put it on there so it can turn. What's this? It's his actual freaking body! Huzzah! So now, you can actually have a freaking R4! And look how great he looks! Yeah, you go to the back, but we still, that brand new R2-D2 is the only R2 unit to ever have back printing. But this, again, so many things about this set, radar dish, that they didn't have to do. But they did. I feel like so much love and care was put into the details of this set. And I'm so appreciative for it. Like I said, the designers behind this set, kudos to you. You knocked it out of the park. This was a set that I wanted. And after getting it and building it, it is one of my definitely top 10 Lego sets I've ever owned. Without a doubt. Maybe cracks the top 5. And I never thought I would say that about such a small set. I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't 20. I think it might have been like 40 or 50. That's really expensive. I might be wrong. I think it was like 30 or 40. Something like that. However much it is, doesn't matter. It was worth every single freaking penny. Buying 2 of these would be worth every single freaking penny. This build was so freaking entertaining. If I rated my reviews of Lego sets, this one would get the highest ranking. 5 studs out of 5. Hey, maybe I should do that. Anywho, Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter, featuring a brand new Obi-Wan. If you ask me, the first ever R4, and one of the most glorious minifigs ever made, the brand new Tanwi. Absolutely fantastic. I haven't been this happy about a Lego set purchase in so long. I love my Lego, I love building it, and I love my minifigs. But not every time do you get that feeling when you're opening it, when you're building the minifigs, when you're building the set, and then when it's done of like, wow. That's how you make a Lego set. Okie dokie.